everybody has to really know each other's jobs. Myself, I'm navigator, deckhand, engineer, radio operator. I'm the deck petty officer for lowering and raising the boat, ensuring that everything happens that's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. Anytime anybody sees anything that's unsafe aboard, they're immediately supposed to say something, bring it to somebody's attention, usually to my attention, and I'll call a halt to whatever's going on, and we'll rectify the situation. My main job aboard is navigation. That's a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week job. Most of the people on board, they get 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night. I'm lucky, real lucky to get 3 to 4, because I'm always getting called back up, trying to figure out which chart we need next. When we know when we're going somewhere, I'll be in 2 days early figuring track lines, routes, distances, tides and currents, weather, logs, making sure that we have all the supplies aboard that we need. We don't really have a whole lot of free time aboard due to the fact that we do try to do maximum boardings, but when we do, we play a little poker, using chips, of course. No money involved. That would be illegal. We also watch movies. Most of the people aboard do have paperbacks aboard to where we get a little bit of reading in. If you ain't on duty, it behooves you to hit the rack, because the ocean out here is really unpredictable, and this is like the premium sleeping time right now, actually, because we don't have real big seas. You're not getting thrown out of your rack. It happens quite often aboard. Either that or the racks come down on top of you. Piece of advice: if you get seasick, don't come to an 82.
If it's anything more than 6 to 8 feet out there, life becomes pretty much unbearable, because you just can't enjoy any of your meals if you get to eat at all, and pretty much the rocking of the boat just messes up your equilibrium for the whole week you're out.
82s are they're built for heavy seas. They're very, very buoyant, and they have a really fast riding arm. They can roll over 91 degrees and still swing back, and they do sway back and forth a lot. And when the seas are rough, these things really bounce around a lot. They got a lot of movement to them, which makes it a safer boat, but it makes it a less comfortable boat, less comfortable ride. And I know people who've been up in the Gulf of Alaska in 30-foot seas and never got seasick, and then came to an 82, and in the first week, they're seasick 4 or 5 times. It's amazing what this boat can do to you. And it takes a few days usually to get your sea legs, and after you've been on a few days and you start to feel a little better and you start to acclimate to the conditions, and it's not so bad, but those first 3 days aren't very fun.
We've got 3 areas that the crew sleeps. The captain and the chief share the upper cabin. I sleep in a little 8-foot by 3-foot wide enclosure with 2 people in there, and which is next adjacent to the rec deck and the TV. So I'm pretty much not able to get sleep at any time, even when I'm off watch. And then there's 6 other people that live up in forward berthing, and 8 of us, the 6 up forward and the 2 in my berthing, all share one bathroom, or head, if you want to call it properly. And it's pretty much miserable.
Steve here is plotting a fix, pinpointing the location of the vessel, and making sure that we are on track for our destination for helicopter operations. On a regular basis, cutters and smaller Coast Guard vessels do helicopter operations. We don't actually land the helicopter on board. What we do is have the helicopter hover after the cutter while the cutter is underway, This provides the opportunity for us to either medevac somebody. The helo hoists a basket down. We put somebody in the basket and send them up, or attach a litter to their hoist up an injured person that way. We also can take advantage of the opportunity there to receive equipment from the helicopter, or food if we were in some sort of extreme situation, or some of the smaller boats don't have the capability of providing as much food on board ahead of time as we do. But that's basically it. Coast Guard ships and helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft work very closely together on basically an hourly basis.
We live on this boat pretty much for 8 days straight when we're underway. 82-foot, boat can seem a lot smaller after 8 days living on it with 10 or 11 guys. You kind of feel claustrophobic after a while. We try to make the best of it. You have to be really considerate with like the time you use in the head, or any mess you make has to be cleaned up immediately, or it just adds up really quick. And I think we've got a good crew, and we do a good job of getting along together, and it makes life a lot easier. I mean, if we didn't get along on this boat, patrols would seem a lot longer.
We're in and out a lot. Makes it kind of rough on the married folks, but most folks that can handle it.
We have a crew of 10 people. We all get along fairly well, and we have an excellent cook, and that's pretty much it.